Everybody, it's John at Taekwondo Factory, back again with another video to help you improve your Taekwondo patterns and techniques. If you haven't already liked and subscribed to our channel, please do so now. If you turn on notifications, you'll be notified every time we upload one of our videos that in the long term is going to help improve your Taekwondo skills. Okay, so today's video is about some knee spring, which is part of the sine wave. If you haven't already watched our videos on sine wave and what's it all about, if you have a little look at that section on our other videos before this one, then you'll have a good idea about what it is that I'm discussing today. Okay, so within sine wave, we learn this as beginners about going up and down in parallel stance and in sitting stance. And to a degree, when we're performing our patterns, we tend to have good sine wave when we've already landed in a stance and then we perform another technique. However, sometimes the movement, the springing of the knees, is sometimes lost in between movements when we're moving. So for example, when we're performing pattern Dosan or any other pattern similar, we have this nice sine wave, but then when we move to the next technique where we actually have to move our feet, sometimes we forget to do this. Also, when we're moving forwards, sometimes we just move in this motion like a teeth on a saw rather than a smooth sine wave movement. So a good exercise to practice to get that technique working is just this, just bending, standing on one leg and getting used to this movement of going up and down. You can do that on each leg. Good exercise for your legs and also good practice for when you're going to start to move. So when we get to this middle point, like we discussed on our sine wave what's it all about video, we should be at the same height as we were at the beginning and the end. So we shouldn't come up in the middle bit and drop down. We should still be here. So this is the position when we're practicing bending on one leg. This is the bent position. And then this last little bit, we push up and then we drop down. So try and work on all the parts within your pattern where you're moving forwards and backwards and practice that. A good exercise we're going to start to incorporate in the class is to get students on one leg with the leg bent, and then we'll just call out a command which might be forwards, so they spring forwards and punch. Go back here, might be backwards, spring backwards, could be to the left, this way, it could be to the right. So we're just getting used to moving in different directions, using this a little bit more knee spring. Okay, hit the middle and spring up into that technique. Drop your body weight onto those techniques moving forwards. Okay, so work on your knee spring. A good place to start is on the first technique of each pattern. Okay, there are a few exceptions. Yulgok is one I can think of off the top of my head, where you might not get your balance so much. You might just drop into this position. But other patterns, let's pick one. Let's pick one we have done, Chungun, as an example. You would get this position before you even perform the first technique. Get your balance so you can go up and drop into that first stance. Okay, so try not to go on your first technique. Try and get these knees working. And then all the way through, knees working, and get this up and down movement throughout the patterns, all the way up. Okay, hopefully that's going to improve. Again, if you've got any comments, put them in the comment section below and we can discuss. And if you've got any good ideas about videos you'd like to see or topics you'd like me to cover, also put those in the comments and we'll get those coming your way ASAP. Thank you.